Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still watching The Breakfast Show, and now we're going to talk about the urban development strategy to put an end to the informal settlements and the unsafe areas in Egypt. And to talk more about this issue, we are very delighted to have with us here in the studio Dr. Heba Mahrous. She's an associate professor in the environmental planning and design and member of the Arab Union for Sustainable Development and Environment. Thank you very much, Dr. Heba, for coming.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. Doctor, let's watch this report and come back.
Settlements shifts from past containment or eviction toward eradication and socio-economic upgrading. Spearheaded by national mandates, the government focuses on rehousing residents of unsafe zones into fully served communities while upgrading unplanned districts to ensure justice and decent living standards. The country's urban revitalization plan is managed by the Ministry of Housing and various national funds, relying on a multi-pronged framework. The state has constructed entirely new, fully furnished residential cities to rehouse displaced residents. Development and resettlement efforts have cost over 63 billion Egyptian pounds, addressing hundreds of high-risk zones across governorates like Cairo, Giza, and Alexandria. Rather than raising all informal growth, the government implements infrastructure upgrading and spatial belting to prevent further unorganized outward expansion. Projects include paving narrow streets, laying sanitation and water networks, and bringing electricity to previously deprived neighborhoods, providing accessible public spaces, schools, and medical clinics to improve the quality of life without dislocating the local community, to combat the root causes of informal housing, rapid rural to urban migration, and saturation of formal housing markets. The state has embarked on a mass expansion of formal housing.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Breakfast Show, and we still have with us in the studio Dr. Heba Mahrous to talk more about the urban development strategy in Egypt. Dr. Heba, thank you very much for joining us today. Doctor, at the beginning we want to know, what do you mean by the informal settlements and the unsafe areas in Egypt?
Well, we talk about different areas we can find here in Egypt. We can assemble this definition by talking it's just about uninformal areas without unapproval regulations about planning. We find many communities without any services, without main infrastructure. All these communities is unsafe and unlivable and make up areas for in Egypt in different ways. We can trying to change their life for achieving sustainability, how to improve their life, not only building, not only trying to declare this building, but fixing them to another life to be sustainable.
And Doctor, how were the conditions like in Egypt before the June 30th revolution?
Actually, we can find there are many different cultural and economic and social problems here in Egypt. If we talk about the main topic we are talking about, we look about 1.2 million citizens living in about 375 areas here in Egypt in unplanned areas. We can define it as slums. After June 30 revolution, there were a national planning rules to trying to improve their life, not only fixing their building, but trying to improve their community life and the area where they are live in.
And Doctor, how do you describe and assess the transformation witnessed by the informal settlements file since the June 30th revolution?
They actually trying to declaring their living. We found here this time in Egypt many projects, many national projects, such as Al-Asmarat, Rawdat Sayyida Zainab. This project not only trying to improve their life by affording them apartments, apartments and trying to achieve them another activities near of them, clean water, clean infrastructure, which they really didn't live in.
Encouraging him to move to the new place.
Yes, these apartments is only for free. From citizen for all citizens where they are living there.
I saw in
yes. Actually, you can improve them not only by their building. You're trying to improve their life. This community, I actually go there and they see these places. All citizens are still just women and children in a different life. We declared them for new schools, new activities and jobs. Their problems not only buildings where they are live. It was also its economic life. We deliver them jobs, we deliver them activities, we deliver them a new life they can improve to another way they can live in.
Of course. And what about the criteria the state depends on in the resettling of the citizens?
The main points were sustainable points which you're trying to move in Egypt. And we can find the natural law in Egypt here trying to move that in sustainable goals. All these areas which we improved in many projects or many national projects for not only sectors of private sector but also for in governmental settings. They trying to move it to where we can find natural and clean water. We can find them green infrastructure and we provide them to new life where they need to live in.
Of course. And how did developing the informal settlements, Dr. Heba, help in achieving the goals of sustainable development?
We did that in different ways. Not only the outside where they can live, only buildings. Buildings they are living are and apartments they are living in. They all so similar to their life. Not so high in their economic level, but also it's so clear to their needs.
Yeah.
Green areas were provided there. Green infrastructure were provided there. And also we can find schools activities which are really need to improve their life, new sustainable community which you're trying to achieve here in Egypt in these last years after 13 June revolution.
Of course. Dr. Heba, could you please shed more light on the role of the civil society and also the private sector in boosting the efforts of sustainable development?
Actually, they had a very good role in this appointments. In training, NGOs trying to afford trainings to all people who are living there, from women or yes or children, trying to improve their culture.
Yeah.
You're trying to improve not only where they are live, but you are trying to improve and change these minds. That can be achieved by this training, these offers, and this funding of this project. Not only you can find government rules in this way. The first point is that you're trying to achieve our Egyptian culture and respect it. That depends on not only a sector of government but also by NGOs which are in social sphere about them.
And what about the role of developing the infrastructure, Dr. Heba, in supporting the sustainable development inside the developed areas?
Actually, that areas or unplanned areas, or can say it, informal planned areas, were without any infrastructure. Trying to get electricity or water or any needs they have, but informal way.
Of course.
That you can find that not only a bad or negative impacts on their economic, but in their culture. We have a huge account of crimes there according to these points. If we talk about sustainable developments, we must break out these points of crimes or cultural negative impacts of our community. These points we find it in these new projects which we can talk about. Talk about, as I talked for, 1.2 million. All of them in bad life, in negative impacts of economic points, and they need to live in a better life, which that had done after these last years.
Dr. Heba, tell us more about the state, the field of tracking informal settlements and the unsafe areas, the most notable achievements in this regard.
These national projects, if anyone can see Rawdat Al-Sayyida Zainab.
Yes.
These projects, it's just apartments or buildings trying to remove people from these lost areas where they were live. But you're trying to achieve their culture. Our Egyptian culture in this building, using mashrabiyya, using natural lighting, using pleased needs which they can live in. We have a last years of other projects.
What is the impact of this on the ordinary citizen?
Simply, I think I live in a where I live, where I similar for me, trying to be just a part of this place. In this point,
They accommodate.
yes. In this point, you can be sure no problems will be had in this place because he think he found it's a safe place and it's very similar to me.
Yes.
So if I trying to live in a better life as I want to live.
We hope so. Well, Dr. Heba Mahrous, the Associate Professor in Environmental Planning and Design and member of the Arab Union for Sustainable Development and Environment. Thank you very much, Dr.